Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it may be for those of you watching. Okay, so we are on week one again. I'm going to try and do this every month. We just go back to week one and we'll build, and then we'll refresh everything, and we'll just get a deeper understanding every pass through is kind of the idea. So on Monday we did our mobility exercise. So we did our posture, we did our body scan, we did our mindful step. And then we moved into squat, push, and pull exercises, which is our strength, what I call our A strength sessions. The next day, then yesterday, we did the stretches for the A strength sessions. So we looked at the push action and we stretched the triceps and the pecs and the shoulders. We looked at the pulling action and we stretched the biceps and the lats back here around the scapula. And then for the squat, then we stretched the back of the leg and the front of the leg a little bit. Okay. Today, we're going to be doing our hinge press and lateral movements, which is our B strength section. So these are just functional movements, okay? So we're going to go through the same setup as we do each time, because Fit for Life, honestly, that's the stuff that will give you the best bang for your buck. And it sets up Fit to Play really, really nicely that we can amp that stuff up a bit, okay? So we'll be looking in depth at the hip hinge movement today, and working our way through everything else. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to get our posture. So I'm open here, and then I exhale, close. So I inhale, open, look up. Exhale, close, look down. While doing this, it's no harm. I kind of go through my mindset exercises. All right. And my mindset exercises are fairly simple. I'm going to get the best out of what I'm doing. That's what I do when I close my eyes and I get into the class. I'm just going to get the best out of what I'm doing. And I can't do that if I'm holding on to other shit. So I got to let everything else back off and focus only on this. Okay. So from here now, I'm going to go into my body scan. So starting with my neck, looking left and right, and up and down. Soft, gentle, easy movements. So I'm going to roll to the front. So ear to shoulder, chin to chest, ear to shoulder, chin to chest. And I'm going to roll to the sides, chin to the shoulder, chin to the chest, chin to the shoulder. Lovely. So that's my neck. So I'll go into my shoulders now. So I'll do my arm circles forwards and arm circles backwards. Big, soft, gentle, easy movements. We're going to open and close now. Rotating the palms. Okay, into the elbows. So I'm doing my reeling in and my speed bagging out. Into my wrists. So wrist circles one way and change the direction. Interlocking the fingers, rolling one way and rolling back the other way. And then from here, just gripping and ripping. Okay, from here now into the spine. So I'm going to inhale, hands up, drive the hips forward and look up. And then I'm going to exhale, front, middle, and back. 3 exhales. In and up, out and down. Lovely. From there, then side bends. So remember, rotating the palm, pushing the hip in the opposite direction. Lovely. And then I'm going to twists. So looking all the way around behind me. All the way around behind me. Remember, turn the head, the eyes lead. Okay, and hands and hips, hip circles. And change of direction. Lovely. Feet together, knee circles. And then change in direction. Cool. Standing on my left foot. So lifting my right foot. Toes down, toes back, foot back. Repeat 3 times. Rotate one way and rotate the other way. Switching to the other side. Toes down, toes back, foot back. Repeat 3 times. Rotate one way and rotate the other way. Lovely. Relaxing there now. Now, with our mindful step this time, I want to kind of pay attention to the head movement. As soon as I do this, I'm throwing my center of mass forwards. So that's throwing me off, okay? So I want to try and keep my head resting on my shoulders. Always, for good posture, the shoulder hip alignment is the key, okay? So off, on, right? And when we can get it on, we should be able to kind of relax there as much as we can. So rope going through the top of the head, right? The rope pulls up to the tailbone, right? So all the way through. So you want to elongate the point between the top of my head and my tailbone. I want to make that as long as I can. Okay? From here, let the shoulders kind of fall back, but not like driven back. Just let them fall back. Okay? So from there now, to keep balance, I'm going to fix a point on the wall, pick something that's not moving and look at it. Because if I look at stuff that's moving, my balance wobbles, right? But if I'm looking at something that's not moving, I'm good. And from here, now, keeping all that in mind, nice, easy, step, and back, okay? Sorry, I went a little bit too far there. Let's rewind slightly. So from here, I'm just going to bring my weight forward and back, coming out of the toes of the front foot, and then coming out of the heel of the back foot. So my weight is moving forward and back, okay? All right, now I'm going to start to raise the rear foot. And now I'm going to start to bring it all the way through. So raise it, bring it all the way through, high five the ant, retract it, back. Okay, start lifting up the front one. Weight to the front foot, bring the other one through, high five the ant, rewind. Weight to the back foot, lift up the front foot, bring it back, high five the ant, and rewind to the front again. Okay, so now we can just step all the way through, and back, all the way back, and forward again. Okay. Lovely. All right, relaxing there. With mindful movement, it's kind of it's a weird thing to teach, I suppose, because it doesn't look like anything. It looks dull as fuck. But if you can kind of just get conscious of what's happening in your body, that's what mindful movement is. Okay, it's just being conscious of the actions. What I really, really, really want for everybody is the ability to translate energy through the body. Okay, that you can take something with the foot and move that line to the hand. Okay, so that's really kind of my goal with that. Like if you can do with that, if you can do that, your injury risks are way down, your performance is way up. Okay, if you can't do that, swap those two. All right, so hip hinge. I'm using a kettlebell just to set up this movement. Don't worry, if you haven't got a kettlebell, don't worry about it. Just mimic the movement. Okay? If you have a kettlebell, fantastic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stand with my toes just in a line with the center of the bell. Okay, so the front of my toe is in line with the center here. And what I want to do is keeping my knees where they are, sink my hips back until my fingers find the bell. Okay. And now from here, drive your hips forward, leave the bell where it is, and up to this upright position here. So when we're at the top, we want to have the chest front. We don't want the shoulders front. We want the chest front. So shoulders are back, okay? Standing nice and square, right? Now, I'm going to drive my butt back as far as I can, but keeping my chin up. Because as soon as I lift my head down, my spine curves in a way that we don't like, okay? So my hips are going to go back, my knees stay where they are, chin up, touch, and retract. Okay. Lovely. All right. Same deal again now. It's all in the hips. It's all this hip action is what we're after. This time we're going to pick up the bell. So hips back, grab bell. Now you're going to lift the bell without pulling from your arms. You're going to drive your hips forwards. Okay. And push the earth away, basically. So we're going to lower that. I'm going to go again. Again, don't worry if you haven't got a bell, it's fine. So you'll notice my back here is a nice, good line. Watch what happens when I look down. See the curve appearing? I want to take that out. All right, so I'm here, grabbing the bell, driving the hips forwards, and okay. So we lose the bell now. We'll do the same movement. We're just going to change the way the gravity is acting on us. So we'll lay on our backs. Okay. Now the hip hinge movement is from here. This is kind of the clearest way to see it, right? You see that there's a bend from my shoulders to my knees. There's a big angle at the hip. I'm going to remove that angle. I'm going to make it straight. Okay, that's the bridge. So now I'm going to keep my my glutes locked. I'm going to keep my abs locked as I'm in this position. So now I drop down, lifting up, lock it, and down. Okay, the only thing I'm going to add to this today, or to tell you today, is just to watch your head position. people put weight on their head. They kind of push their head into the floor, and that can make it quite hard on your neck. So I want to avoid that. So you don't have to lift your head up, but like don't press your head into the deck, all right? The weight goes to your shoulders and your feet. So up, squeeze, and down. Up, squeeze, and down. And up, squeeze, and down. From here on, my right foot is going to take a very small step forwards. Up, squeeze, and down. Now every rep, my right foot creeps a little bit further forwards. Okay, up, squeeze, down, up, squeeze, and down. Up, squeeze, and down. Okay, I'm gonna hold it slightly longer on this one. And down, it's better. Up, squeeze, hold the squeeze, and down. Up, squeeze and hold, and down. Up, squeeze and hold, and down. Switching feet now. So both feet together. Up, squeeze and hold, down. Left foot walks forward a tiny bit. Up, squeeze and down. Now every rep, walk the left foot forward. Up, squeeze and down, like just a little bit. Lovely. Okay, relax in there. We're going to spin onto our bellies now. So that's the hip hinge action. And what the hip hinge does with weight, with resistance, is it strengthens the entire back line. So it does a huge amount for posture, does a huge amount for back injuries and stuff like that once we get the dosage right. It's a case of having the right dosage. Like anything, any chemical that you can think of, any food stuff, whatever it is, it's the dosage that makes it good or bad. So too much of anything is bad for you, okay? And too little won't get you the right results. So we want to try and tune the dosage to you personally, right? So you decide the intensity level of your exercise, and you want to keep kind of pushing that intensity up a bit most of the time for most people. There are times when you don't want to push it up a bit, okay? So my elbows are on the floor. Balls of the feet behind the floor. So this is passive feet, active feet, right? So on active feet, the balls of the feet are on the floor. Now I lift the hips up, and I'm starting off nice and high up here, okay? Now from here, I want you to lower that down as best you can. Excuse me. As best you can. Try and get a straight line between the shoulder, hip, and knee. From there, then squeeze the ankles together. Tighten the glutes, tighten your butt, right? Tuck your pelvis forward and lock the abs in. Okay, now I'm going to transfer my weight to my left side, lifting my left hand if I can. You might not be able to lift it, and that's fine. So the left hand comes up and down. Now over to the right hand, up and down. Now lifting up the right foot, and lifting up the left foot. Lovely. Okay, flat down to the floor now. Now in a Superman position, so with passive feet, hands way out as far as I can. I'm going to lift up my right hand and my left leg, down left hand, right leg, down both hands, both legs. Okay, so you can feel now we're working the back, but we're focusing very much on this lumbar region here. Okay, so you feel that. Right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg, both arms, both legs. Right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Both arms, both legs. One more. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Both arms, both legs. Okay. Next one now, we're just going to take a look at the shoulders for a minute, right? So from here, both hands up slightly off the floor. That's my L. Now I go to Y, 45 degrees out. T, 90 degrees out. W, bring my elbows together. L, Y, T, W. Just keep the palms facing the floor all the time. Okay, and just swim through those positions. You should feel the shoulders engaged fully. Okay, I'm going to come up to a seat. No, more about standing. I should take one out. Okay, So lateral movement then. So that's my shoulder action. So for fit to play, we just try and activate and engage the shoulder. For fit for life. Fit to play, we'll put some weight on it and we'll push it through. For the hip hinge action, again, fit for life. Getting them mixed up. Fit for life, the 15-minute a day, the mobility stuff. We're just looking to activate like we're doing now. And then for fit to play, we'll strengthen using the kettlebell mostly, all right? So that was my hip hinge action. That was my shoulder action. Now I'm going to look at my lateral movement. So all we're going to do is just take kind of a wide stance. I'm going to put my fingertips on the inside of my thigh. My other hand is going to go straight up. Now I'm going to keep this hand straight over the shoulder all the time as this hand finds the floor. All the way down as close as you can. Now I'm going to come back up. We're going to repeat that 3 times. So 2, this is my windmill, right? And 3. Same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3. Now, relax there for a second. Fit for life, is that you all already? Oh my goodness. That time went fast. Okay, fit for life. Here's it going. Fit to play. Kettlebell. Sip of coffee. Because I can, so I will. Okay, lovely. So we want to go swing, clean and jerk, Turkish get up. All right. If you are fit to play and you haven't done the swing training with me, please just send me a message and I'll send you the links to make sure that your swing is correct. Make sure that you've done the dowel, you've held the stick here and you've practiced this action, that you've done the rope, okay, and that you really understand that the swing is to the hips, because I've seen way too many people swinging with the shoulders and doing fuck all with the hips, and that's bad for you. Not pointing fingers at anybody. CrossFit. Fucking CrossFit. Excuse me. I'm over it now. Right. From here.
That's your point of me.
I can't do one of these. That's all right. I'll point to you when we're not on camera. So hips back, hands on bell, chin up, fire and drive. Okay, so I'm two-handed swing. After a couple of swings, I'm going to switch to one-handed. Okay. Then I'm going to switch to clean. Now I'm going to pause there for a second on my clean. Centralize. Really focus on centralizing even more. You're very strong, you get away with it. I don't want you to get away with it. I want it to be overcorrect, right? From here to here. Overcorrect isn't right either, is it? From here to here. Stabilize that position, okay? All right, now there's a little corkscrew at the top, do you see? Just the last part there. Now the reason why that can be done easily is because there's no weight on the bell when it's there. Look, there, the weight's there. So where the weight's dead is where I rotate it. You have to get your timing right on that one. Okay, clean and jerk now. So clean, jerk, pause overhead, pause there, and let it down, and let it down. Pause there, top, hold, pause, and down, pause there, and down. So little pause, little pause, little pause, down. Little pause, little pause, little pause, down. Okay? Lovely. Okay, so this time I'm going to get up and I'm going to stay up. My left knee finds the floor carefully. My left hand finds the floor. Try and get this T shape where the weight is pointing straight down over the hand. Now I can lift up that hip, slide it through, butt to the ground. Elbow down, shoulder down, down onto the back. Okay? Guys, if you need to do this with a lighter bell or no bell, that's absolutely fine. I'd rather that than went too heavy. Okay, rolling onto the shoulder, up onto the elbow, up onto the hand, line those up a little better. Here we go. Back onto the knee, square up, and stand up. Okay, I'm going to switch hands. So bell to the other hand now. For the overhead work, like, don't worry about going down the weight, okay? So I'm doing 16 for my overhead work. I can do, like we have bells up to 32 here and they're no problem to swing with a little bit of practice. Like, so into the clean. My point is that I can do heavier swings, much heavier swings than you can overhead, okay? Which is the case for everybody, I'm not special. Okay, so swing, sorry, clean, pause. Is your thumb central? Is it resting? Yeah, is it resting here? Don't let it come out to the side, it's too much in the shoulders. You got broad shoulders, man, so that's another part of it. Okay, but try and centralize that. Oh, yes. Okay. So I'm gonna do my clean and jerk now. So I clean. Help if I was this way, wouldn't it? Jerk. So do my little pause. 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 And set. Pause. 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 Okay. Lovely. Okay, this time I'm going to put it overhead. And I'm going to do my get up. The right knee finds the ground. Easily. And down. Hip up. Slide it through. Butt down. Onto the elbow. Onto the shoulder. Onto the back. Reverse the movement. Shoulder. Elbow. Hand. Hips up. Knee there. Square up. Stand up. And bell down. More coffee. Ah. Do I have any more coffee? Oh, last sip of coffee. It's a harsh world. It's a harsh world when you run out of coffee. Take a second, guys. Do take a second. When I take a break, unless I tell you otherwise, I want you to take a break as well for a second. Was having a discussion with a client yesterday, and basically he discovered, did your stuff really sneaky? I said, yes, it is, because it never feels like you're killing yourself, at least not too much when you're training, but the benefits are all there. Okay, I've been to too many gyms and classes and martial arts and fitness where they fucking burn you, but your benefits are low. All right, I'm the opposite. I'd rather give you much higher benefits in sneaky fucking ways so you don't notice as much. Thought it was kind of cool that he saw that. But there you go. Okay, so from here now, same deal, exactly the same everything, right? Start off with two-handed swings, checking my position, making sure the knees are over the ankles, hips are vertical. Shins are vertical, hips are back, hands on bell, chin up, fire drive, couple of two-handers, switch to the one hand, switch to clean, pause. Is it where you want it, or is it too far back? Yeah, I'm asking, I'm not telling them this. And again, boom. Now, I want you to get this comfortable, and we're going to go out and back in, but remember where it was comfortable. So out and back in, okay? For me, that's fine. I can hang there for a while. There, I'm going to struggle. Okay, there I can hang out. All right, again. So I want you to find that position, and I want you to kind of, this is your rest in the movement, right? So again, find the position. There's your rest. Okay. Now we're going to do it again, and this time we're going to go driving overhead. So down to the shoulder, clean, and jerk overhead. Okay, and back to my clean. Here we go. Now my other hand is kind of swinging loose, following the movement, counterbalancing, okay? So it's not inactive. My gym instructor gave me a load of bollocking. The one gym instructor I really do listen to gave me a bollocking, because when I learned all this stuff, I used to go like this. And he said, it's not fucking I'm a little teapot. You're very blunt, that lad. I love it. Okay, whoops. Oh, that was a shit one because I turned. Okay, and this one's staying overhead. Switch the light on.
I'm doing that one as well.
Don't do anything. Okay, I'll talk to you in a second about it. Okay, I'm doing it overhead.
Yeah.
Huh?
These are false.
Okay, we'll have a look. Let me finish up this. Hand finds the floor. Hip up. Slide through. Sit your ass down. Elbow down. Shoulder down. Flat on my back. Onto my left shoulder. Onto the elbow. To the hand. Hips up. Onto the knee. Square up. Stand up. And swap hands. Okay, so wings. Pausing. Same deal. Pause here. Okay. Here. Okay, clean and jerk now. Nice, Fiona. You got good translation through. It's good. Coming from the feet to the hands, right? Lovely. This one's staying up. My knee, slide my foot back. My knee finds the floor. Hand finds the floor. Hips up, slide her through. Elbow down. Shoulder down. Flat on my back. Onto the shoulder. Onto the elbow. Oops. Onto my hand. Reposition my foot. Lift up. Knee to the ground. Square up. Stand up. And bell down. Lovely. Nice little workout. So tomorrow we'll stretch our shoulders and we'll stretch our core and our thoracic and all that kind of hips and all that bendy, wiggly, grab you and pull you every which way. See you there, guys. Have a lovely day.